Let's look at whether or not you need to repeat a lesson or a section of a lesson. One of the things that I want you to stay on top of is when you get to a section of a lesson that gives you timings and that marks your errors for you, you want to make sure that you have no more than 3 errors. Anything that has more than 3 errors, I'm going to want you to go back and redo it. And if you end up handing in something that has more than 3 errors, I'll just get in touch with you and let you know just to go in and repeat that section. So let's go in and have a look. We're just going to look quickly at lesson 4 as an example. And one of the things that you can do to move quickly through a lesson is just go to next or back when you're in a lesson. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go forward. Let's say that I have done lesson 4, but I had more than 3 errors in the little timing section. So I need to go back and redo that. So I'm going to click next, and it tells me right now I have unsaved work. But as you're going through this, if you're going back into a lesson, that should be okay. So it's not this section here that I'm going to, it's not that section. It's a section like this where you have a rate, gross words a minute, and then an errors. And what this will do is this will refer you back to the textbook. So you purchased a textbook when you purchased the college keyboarding. So the nice thing about this, you spent probably a lot of money. We have no control over that, unfortunately, but you do use your textbook as well as the software. So in this one, if you go to page 13 in your textbook, and bear with me a moment, I'm just scrolling through to find it. There's page 13, and it says type lines 14 to 17. So on the left-hand side, so at the top of the page, it says lesson 4 if you're following along with me, and you go to lines 14 to 17 at the bottom of the page, and it says type lines 14 to 17, exercise 4D, page 13 once, click stop when you are finished. So here's the instructions. It says be sure to type the exercise following the directions given in the software. Well, this is the software right here. And so I'm going to click on close, and then I will just start typing. It says here begin the drill when you are ready. So I'm just going to start typing from the textbook. He, she. I get to the end of the line and I'm going to hit enter. You can backspace on many of these, and I would always recommend you backspace. Okay, and I'm going to click on stop. Gives me my rate, gives me my errors. Now, if I had more than 3 errors, I would repeat the exercise. If I missed this section and your instructor asks you to go back and repeat that section, you just hit next, next, next until you get to that section and redo the section. There's no need for you to redo the entire lesson unless you are really having problems with that lesson. And problems means you are not learning the reaches of the keys, you are looking at your keys a lot in order to find them. So you want to, that's the kind of thing that you want to get away from. So again, you don't need to repeat a lesson unless you are having problems with it, and then I strongly recommend that you do repeat it. You don't have to repeat a section of a lesson again unless you are having problems with it or you have more than 3 errors. If this showed 3 errors, that's good. I don't need anything else other than that.